Alright guys, we are in to round 4 right here. We are in to round 4. This is our 4th game. This time I banned the opponent from playing their World's Collide deck because they had like some triple golden spiral crazy stuff. I mean, I think it's right here. Like some crazy 85 SAS World's Collide with triple golden spiral, double Flophosaurus with crazy Star Alliance, and some wild double Hawk and Shadows and whatnot. Stuff like that. So we definitely forced them into their Mass Mutation deck, which doesn't look nearly as bad. And they put me into my World's Collide deck, so I am playing World's Collide right now. And I think for this hand we will mulligan that. I'm not particularly fond of what I'm seeing there. And let's start things off with a Hawk. Or not a Hawk, a Breaker Hill, I mean. And call it right there. Got a Curse of Vanity to exalt Breaker Hill. Saurian Egg, the legendary Saurian Egg. But so the deck that I forced him into is his Mass Mutation deck. And it has some pretty crazy stuff in there. I mean, it has like a triple Snaret, Gateway to Dis, and then the Untamed looks absolutely cancerous to deal with, but not as cancerous as the Saurian from the World's Collide deck. So we have like the double Ghost Hawk, Rapid Evolution. The Pismires will be really annoying. My keys, I think, are going to be costing quite a bit. Unless I can deal with their stuff. And now I say we go... Let's just go Shadows again. Play the Hawk. Play the Hugger Mugger, and Reap with Breaker Hill. So that's a pretty decent dishand. We got Diplomacy. Saurian Egg, and he lost his Imp Spectre and Spoils of Battle. Thank goodness. Citizen Tricks. And Axiom. Wow, the Axiom must have had some extra damage on there, huh? 1 extra to kill that Breaker Hill. Very nice. Alright, let's go into Dis. Let's throw down... let's see here. We could purge my Eater of the Dead and the Dendrix with the Buzzle, so let's play Infernus first. Let's get rid of his Spoils of Battle. And... let's get rid of his board control with the Axiom. Then we'll go Dendrix, Eater of the Dead, and we're just going to fight into his Citizen Tricks until it dies. Oh, except for the stupid Diplomacy is exalting my Buzzle. That's annoying. Oh well, that's fine. Got Dance of Doom, probably on my Buzzle. And the 2 Snarets. Alrighty then. Well, this is unfortunate. Actually, what we can do is we can go Dis again, throw the Soul Keeper onto Infernus, and then use Infernus to fight the Snaret and destroy both of them. So he will get to Forge, but that's okay. We took care of the creatures. Going Untamed. Wasted. Oh, nice. 2 wasted Ghost Hawks. That's what we like to see. Okay. Let's just go Shadows. Play Yantzee Gang. Hawk. And Lethal Distraction. Oh, look at that Untamed hand. That is beautiful. The perfect draw. We should definitely be able to get the key charge here. He's getting a little bit of burst himself with Song of the Wild onto the Ghost Hawks. That's okay. Reclaim by Nature. And discard the Savage Clash. Alright, so we're obviously going Untamed here. Definitely going Untamed. Let's see. We can play the Unnatural Selection for the Ember. I still have another one coming up, so it should be fine. We can play Grasping Vines for the Ember. And then let's just hit up this key charge right now. Pose Pixies. And Deepwood Druid. Let's deploy to the right here. Then I think we're going to hang on to this Nature's Call. Just so in case they start building out this board that I want to deal with, then I can. I'll be able to do that. So, and they're right there. Oh man, look at that. Even more Untamed that we just drew into. That's gorgeous. See, I'm realizing, like, besides, like, beyond the Infernus and a few cards in Shadows, there's not a ton of, like, Ember control. Because there's the Yancey Gang, Ronnie Wrist Clocks, Hugger-Mugger. Breaker Hills can add some potential to that. And then there's the 3 Infernuses and the Evil Eye. But that's about it. Okay, he warded his Ghost Talk. Has a Sagittarius Gaze. Okay. Let's think here. We could go House Untamed again. I think that would probably be one of our better options. Yeah, let's go Untamed. And this Nature's Call, I can put one of my own creatures back in my hand, although I don't really think I necessarily need to. We could fight this Ghost Hawk here. Reap with the Pose Pixies. Play the Nature's Call to put the Deepwood Druid and the Ghost Hawk back, which the ward will block that, but then I can deploy the Deepwood Druid again. Play another Grasping Vines. Play the Fittest. And Unnatural Selection for the Ember. So pretty much all my board control is gone now. So that's a little bit scary, but we should be able to handle it. We got a really nice Shadows play coming up. Depending on what happens with Yancey Gang. I mean, he is 6 power. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere unless they have some direct removal. But I could steal one with the Yancey Gang. Play down the Ronnie Wrist Clocks over to the right. Chimera Eclipse both Shadows creatures back in my deck. And then kill the Ghost Hawk with the Mug. Or if he plays down a more problematic creature, then I could do that as well. Kill him. Okay, never mind. We got hit with the Gateway to Dis. Stirring Grave. Excuse me. Dino Fiend. Okay. Let's go Shadows here. We can Mug the Dino Fiend. Play the Ronnie Wrist Clocks, and then Chimera Eclipse both of it back. Okay, we got the Ronnie Wrist Clocks back instantly. And we have a pretty solid Dis hand set up here. Oh, great. There's the Pismire and Fandangle. And the Wild Spirit. Oh boy. I think we definitely need to go Dis here so we can take care of these creatures. The Pismire I don't mind so much as I do the Fandangle. So let's Draining Touch the Fandangle. Bornit. And Festering Touch the Pismire. And then I think I want to hang on to this Evil Eye for later. So we can end the turn right there. He's going Soaring with the Archives. Dreadbone Decimus, so Bornit's dead. Citizen Strix. Oh, I still got 2 Infernuses coming up too, which is really nice. How about we just go Shadows again? Hit these couple Hawks here. Breaker Hill. And the Ronnie Wrist Clocks. Now that's what we like to see. So depending on how much he plays here, we should have some pretty good either mimicry targets or infernus targets. There's another Pismire. Glad to see you back, Abstergo Ltd. Rapid Evolution. Oh, jeez. So there's an 8 power Pismire right there. Ugh, this is rough. This is rough. We have lots of targets for the Mimicry now, though. What could we hit with the Mimicry? We could Song of the Wild. That could be an option. Could hit Song of the Wild because I have this Ghost Hawk play into those Shadows creatures. So let's try that. Go Untamed. Mimicry the Song of the Wild. And then deploy the Ghost Hawk in here. And call it a day. He went Untamed again. I'll bet you he has his third Pismire. Because I think he has 3 Pismires in here. Oh no, he just has 2. Okay. Just has 2 Pismires. So with any luck, I'll get to Forge this turn. Play Lost in the Woods. Alright, so we get to Forge at 10. Very expensive key. And so now we have we have to take a display. So we can call this. Now I just need to figure out what all I want to hold on to. So I can definitely play the Binding Irons. And then I could play maybe just 1 Infernus for now. Get rid of his Rapid Evolution. And probably Lost in the Woods. Then I don't think he has any key cheats. Does he have Key Frog? No, no Key Frog, and that's about it. Okay. So let's just stop it right there, I guess. So we definitely have enough to stop him for the next turn. One thing I noticed before I started the stream is that Tarantula, or whatever his name is, Tarantina, the person who got the 5-0 sweep yesterday is also 0-3 today, like I am. And it's like, you just need to win 1 more game, and you'll be qualified for day 3. It's kind of funny. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of this stuff dropping right now. Oh boy. The Anguish, a whole bunch of wild stuff here. Dang. Okay, so what I can't... Alright, so here's the play that I'm thinking. We can destroy this Pismire right now if we throw the Soul Keeper onto the Infernus and then fight into that Pismire. I believe we should. I believe that's how that works. So let's try that. Put the Soul Keeper on the Infernus. Fight into Pismire, which will destroy it. And then let's play another Infernus. And I think in this case we need to purge from my discard pile. Oh. never mind. We both reshuffled. So we can do the opponents then. Just hit both of those. And then I'll need to play the Evil Eye. We're gonna end that. Man, if only I had drawn into my key charge, we might have been able to do something here. Because that unnatural selection, I can kill off all those creatures that have Ember on them. And then that would have given me that Ember, and then we could have potentially hit the key charge for the win. But does not look too promising here. He went this, and I mean, honestly, if he just reaps out right now, he could fight my Infernus with the Anguish to make my keys cost like 15 or something, then just reap out with the rest and he's won. Yep. Yep, so that's that. He did exactly what I thought he would. See, had I drawn into my key charge, what I could have done is I could have played the Grasping Vines. I could have played Unnatural Selection. So what I would have kept alive is probably would have kept the Bonesaw alive, the Dino Fiend alive, and the Dreadbone Decimus alive. Killed everything else, which would have put me easily in range for a key charge for the win. But I didn't quite draw into it, which is sad. Alright, that's that. Alrighty. Alright, so you got 3 and I got 2. Thanks for the encouragement, Arthur. Hopefully I can do it for this 5th game here. I got one more chance to win just one game. I'm 0-4. If I can get 1-4, that'd be great. I just want to win one single game. And all this time spent on this tournament and stream will have been worth it. Out reading meters on campus while enjoying the stream. Great vibes and content. Keep it up. Awesome. Thank you. So let's refresh the page here. See if it should. I guarantee you that I'm the only person that is 0-4. Unless Tortuna also lost this game, in which case he will also be 0-4. But there's no way. He's not done with his game yet. But yeah, I'm still out here 0-4. Dadgum, dude. There's about 15-20 minutes left in round 4. Nightly Peacock has dropped out. Ah. Looks like Tortuna got a bye, which means that, yes, he now has a 1-3 record. So, I'm just all alone in 0-4ville. That is rough. I've performed the worst out of everybody in this tournament so far. And that also means that Tortuna made it to day 3 because of a bye. So yep, I'm all alone. 0-4. Tortuna is now 1-3 because of a bye. I wonder who my final opponent will be then. Maybe Tortuna, since he has one of the worst records along with me. And then these are all the people who have dropped so far. Wow, Scurzio went 10-2 last time, and now so far he's 8-1. That's crazy. This guy has won 8 games and lost 1. That's insane. Meanwhile, I am, let's see, I've won 2 games and lost not like 9 games or something. So I'm like 2-9 right now. Yeah, 2-9. I'm 2-9. Jeez. That's rough. Let's see if there are any other interesting games happening. Oof. Looks like Next Gen Gaming is getting totally blown out by Ewok Jr. here. It looks like, though, Next Gen Gaming is keeping him on edge with the Eddie play. Awarded Eddie with 5 cards in the archives, making Ewok Jr.'s keys cost 11. Although Ewok Jr. does have an absolutely incredible Saurian lineup with the Citizen Shreks and a number of other Saurian cards. It looks like Ewok Jr. is playing his Double Vault's Blessing deck. I thought it may have been the double Amphora Captura deck from earlier, though that may have belonged to somebody else. I don't completely remember. Triple Subject Kirby's in this deck, though. That's insane. So the question is, can Ewok Jr. clutch out the win? Can he find a way to destroy the Eddie? And get some solid burst going. That would be a huge win for Ewok Jr. Let's check what Ewok Jr.'s record is. His current record is 2-1, so this could set him to 3-1 if he wins this. He went Saurian, naturally. And with 5 Saurian creatures out there, what else would you do? There's also a Harbinger of Dune out that Next Gen Gaming has. So that might factor into the equation a little bit. Ewok Jr. is really taking his time thinking about this. Okay, use Consul Primus to fight the Eddie. And the Technosaurus to fight the Eddie. So the Eddie is gone. Keys are back to costing 6 for Ewok Jr. I wonder what sort of other Ember Control Next Gen Gaming has besides the Eddie. It looks like there's a Trust No One that he has played already as well. He still has 2 Infurnaces and 2 Rhino Wrist Clocks along with a Too Much to Protect. And I guarantee you a lot of that stuff is in the archives. So I think Next Gen Gaming probably definitely still has a number of outs, even this late into the game. Thanks for streaming. Absolutely. I hope that you guys are enjoying at least a little bit. I realize that I've lost 4 games in a row, and I lost 3 games yesterday, but hopefully you guys are still enjoying at least a little bit. I've been enjoying the experience of streaming so far. I mean, obviously it can be tough losing all these games right in a row like this, but I'm still having a good time, and I'm glad people are here to watch. Now what's Ewok Jr. doing? He must be thinking very carefully about how much he wants to burst, because with the too much to protect and the Ronnies undoubtedly in Next Gen Gaming's archives, there's not much he can do. Okay, he burst up to 8. He used Theros and Turing to fight Snag. Interesting. So he's risking it here a little bit. He's definitely risking it here a little bit, because there is always the chance that the TMTP or the Ronnies or whatever are still in Next Gen Gaming's draw pile. He might still not have them. I think the chances of that are pretty low, but it is the possibility. But despite that, I doubt that Ewok Jr. will burst much higher than 8. And yes, it does look like he ended his turn, checking at 8 for his 3rd key, which costs 6. Let's see how Next Gen Gaming responds. Alright, here it comes. Shadows with all the archives. As expected. Plays the Snecklifter and steals the Amphora Captura. That's a clever play. So now he has even more Ember control options, being able to capture with a bonus icon whenever he plays a card with a bonus icon. Plays the TMTP to bring Ewok Jr. down to 6. Interesting choice to use TMTP's Ember bonus as a capture icon instead. So instead he only stole 1 instead of 2. Vomits out a ton of Shadows creatures. Bad Penny, Whisper, 2 Javindas, and a Ronnie Risk Locks to steal 1 more. Interesting. Why? Why did he... I mean, not like why did he steal to take him off 6, but why did he choose to capture 1 onto Harbinger of Doom with Amphora Captura's ability? I wonder why he would do that. I mean, I guess putting it on Harbinger of Doom is something of a bait, but now he has 6 Shadows creatures on his side, so I don't think he would want Harbinger of Doom to die. And he just blew through a ton of his Ember control. Interesting. I personally don't know what I would have done in that situation, but interesting. Ewok Jr. asks for 1 sec. Things are heating up a little bit. I mean, even though Next Gen Gaming is still 2 keys behind, this battle for the 3rd key that Ewok Jr. is part of right now is pretty intense. we have another spectator. I wonder what Ewok Jr.'s play is. Next Gen Gaming has a bit of a complaint. What? Drama on the field? Please play a bit faster. You're taking a really long time. Disadvantage? What? Looks like Ewok Jr. is finally taking his turn. Uses Technosaurus to reap. And he discards Look What I Found to draw into another card. So now he's back at 6. At this point, what is to stop Ewok Jr. just from reaping out all the way? Because the TMTP is gone, and all that might be left is Ronnie Wrist Clocks, and it looks like a couple J-Vindas. But J-Vindas are tough to get to go off a lot of the time. Well, that's not true though. There is the Bad Penny on his side of the board as well. So J-Vinda would be easy. Interesting. Oh my goodness, he went for the bait. He killed the Harbinger of Doom. There it is, man. I don't think there's any way that Next Gen can come back from this. With his Ronnie Wrist Clocks is gone. His J-Vindas with Bad Penny combo is gone. Bad Penny's back in his hand. TMTP is gone. Trust No One is gone. Eddie is gone. All that I see left for him to use here is one final Ronnie Wrist Clocks. And unless I'm missing something, I don't think that'll be enough for him to take Ewok Jr. off check. Library uses both the libraries to archive each card. Oh! The Infernus. I did miss something. The Infernuses. Does he have more than one Infernus, though? That's the question. He does. He does have 2 Infernuses. Does he have both of them available? He does, most likely. If only the Hysteria wasn't in the discard pile, he could play both of the Infernuses twice, if he had them both in hand. He purged Consul Primus and Vault's Blessing. Consul Primus did have 2 Ember bonus icons on it, so depending on what other discards Next Gen has, he might be able to take Ewok off check. Puzzle fought the Citizen Strix. Okay. That's it. That's the game. The other Infernuses were not in hand. And Ewok Jr. takes the victory. Ewok Jr. takes the victory. Next Gen did forge 1 key though, so it wasn't a total blowout. William, I Am for God, dropped. And it looks like there are about 5-ish, a little over 5 minutes left in round 4. And we can finally move on to the final round of day 2. There aren't many people left. Most people have dropped. And obviously I'm going to be dropping once this final round is done, because I haven't qualified for day 3. So I'm just going to be kicked. Any other cool games, perhaps? There's one between Korathan and Cubic Lava. I wonder if they're done yet. Yep. Looks like Korathan took the victory there. Trying to look for games that I recognize here, or for names that I recognize. No, it looks like just about everybody has finished their games. Are there any other drops before round 5? This is a big money round and I don't want there to be any anomalies. I could drop, but I don't want to. I want to win one game. I just got to win one game today. I just want to win one single game today. So I cannot drop out of round 5. Question is, what if I ruin someone else's big money round and keep them from getting the 6th game that they need to qualify for round 3, or for day 3, I mean. I don't think that'll happen because I don't think I'm going to be up against anybody like that. Let's refresh here. I wish the page would load properly, please. There we go. Alright, round 5. Do I even get to play in round 5, or am I just immediately kicked? Doesn't look like I even actually get to play in round 5. Oh no, guys. I might not actually get to play in round 5. I might end up missing out on my one single win for the day. How sad would that be? Nope, I guess I don't get to play. Ian? Howdy, how's it going? Thanks for stopping into the stream. Excuse me. Well, in the case I don't get to play, we need to find the best possible game to watch, the most intense game. There's a really good match between Korithan and Zareth, something or other. That looks like it'd be a pretty great game. We've got one, let's see here. Where's Daniel? Oh, this is the game we need to watch. Scurzio versus Daniel 90 RM. So let's head over there, see if we can find that. Oh, it looks like I got the bye. That's the reason I'm not here. Well, there's my one victory. I didn't even have to play to get it. All right, well, I got my victory, my bye victory. In my opinion, that doesn't really count. I didn't fight for my victory, so it's like a half a point in my book. Anyway, let's see if I can find the top 2 game here. There it is, Daniel 90 versus Scurzio. Oh, What is going on here? Danielle won after one single turn? What the heck? What is happening? What is happening? Something is messed up. The timer broke. One of the players just ended up randomly winning out of nowhere. But guys, listen. This game right here, this is between the top 2 players thus far. The ones with the best record out of everybody. We have Scurzio with the 4-0 record, hasn't lost a single game all day. And then Daniel 90 RM, who has a 3-0 record. I'm assuming there's probably a bye in there somewhere for the 3-0. But that's still no loss. So, these are the top 2. These are the top 2 players. At least I think it was bye. Either way, these are the top 2. These guys, ranks 1 and 2, they are up against each other. Uh-oh. Looks like things are getting messed up a little bit. Timer bug. There was a weird concession. Okay. So, we're not starting. Apparently, it's not starting up just yet. Looks like once we get past these technical difficulties, then we can truly start the game here. Looks like things are getting a little heated here. Daniel 90 is getting a little on edge. Oh boy, we've got a little drama between these, a little bit of drama for this final top 2 battle. Guys, be sure to stay tuned once this all gets resolved. Oh my goodness, incredible, this is not legal. We had played 2 rounds. Yolker standing his ground. If your match is bugged out, please remake them. That's all you can do. It's a problem on TCO's end. At least from what I can tell. It looks like, yeah, it's a TCO bug with the tournament plugin. Oh my gosh, what is this? Very bad organization and stupid decision. What is this drama? Sheesh. What's gonna happen here? Nothing we can do here. It's a TCO issue. But Danielle responds with, it's not regular and legal. Yolker says, I clearly decided to bug out the software. Can't tell what that's saying. Wow. This is pretty crazy, guys. There's a bug in the timer. Very interesting. So we can probably leave this game. Danielle is speechless. Seriously, speechless. This person must be like a high-level Keyforge player. I'm guessing Italian, based on the Keyforge Network logo and the... If your games are started already and are finally keep playing, if you bugged out, then remake. It's a money tournament, and this decision is very stupid. Good luck to all. Where is the problem? Great question. This person was in it to win it, man. They wanted that prize. Haha. Blinking Light says, "We will refund your entry fee." No, we will refund your entry fee. No problem. The whole $0 of an entry fee. Entry fee, not entry free. Why do I keep saying that? Entry fee. I'll drop that heart. I appreciate that. This is very entertaining. This is very entertaining. If you guys are not entertained, then what's wrong, man? This is hilarious. He left without asking anything, conceded and left. However, Scurzio is actually still in it. In fact, if we go down here, we can see that Scurzio is still in the game. He never did actually leave the server. Yeah, Scurzio is still in game. Dude, I'm gonna run out of battery before the match even starts. I might not be able to stream this if this doesn't get resolved. Looks like they're making a new game. In the announcements, okay, they're adding some extra time to make up for the glitch. Let's see if their game is back online. There it is. There it is. Okay. We're into the game, guys. We're into the game properly. Looks like the finals are actually happening now. Okay. Top two players up against each other. First off, before we go any further, can we appreciate these enhancements real quick? This Hystercog has 4 enhancements on it. A capture, 2 damage, and a draw. Once again, that's insanity. This is now the second card I've seen today that has 4 enhancements on it. Then there's also this Maleficorn with a capture, 2 damage, and a draw. Wait, that's identical to the Hystercog. What are the chances of that? That's amazing. Okay, so where are we? Daniel RM has 2 Ember. Make that 3 Ember. Neither of them have any keys. Scurzio has 5 Ember. He has a really nice Dis lineup going right now. All these enhanced creatures. Hystercog, Maleficorn, Cinder, and Furnace, along with the Titan Engineer and a Demobot that can be destroyed. The Steel one at 5 power. The Dark Ember Vault powering up the Hystercog, Maleficorn. The Dark Ember Vault is showing up in Dis. I know, such drama for real. So it looks like Scurzio has a really solid lineup right now. And then we have Danielle 90 with the Harbinger of Doom acting as a sort of trigger for board destruction, which is probably putting Scurzio on edge a little bit, along with the Orb Invidious Hologramophone. What sort of decks are these people using? Danielle 90 RM has a quadruple EE on the Fringes deck, which, like, what in the world? Are you not entertained? That's what I'm wondering, Patrick. Exactly. This is it. This is amazing. But yeah, so we have the quadruple E on the Fringes, which, I mean, that's insane. That's like steal 4 just for discarding a single discard out of your hand. In addition, we have the Lesser Oxted. We have the Key to Dis along with Hysteria. In Logos, we have a Hologramophone, Double Daughter, Double Eddie. We also have the Cutthroat Research and a Hologramophone towards some good stuff. The Quant, which can be great for those other action cards from other houses, such as the Hysteria or the Exhume especially. Exhume would be great to get the E on the Fringes or the Eddies back. In Untamed, we have Mimicry, Double Ghost Hawk for some Ember Burst, along with a Molfin for some disruption, Harmonia for some potential Ember Burst, a Flaxia, which would be awesome. All he's missing is a Key Charge. Double Unnatural Selection for that additional Ember or board control. So that's a really solid deck. Meanwhile, Scurzio down here is rocking his Mass Mutation deck, which is filled with enhancements from those double mutagenesis researchers. The disc looks absolutely disgusting with triple Mindfire, one of which is enhanced. Before we get into that, however, Danielle has taken her turn, drops 2 E on the Fringes, and discards an Imp Spectre, which will be a steal of 2 Ember. And we'll get to purge 1 single discard. Okay. He purges the Double Doom. Oh, never mind. He gets to purge 2 cards. He discards 1 discard and then gets to purge 2 discards from a discard pile, and then steals 2 Ember for it, and then pops the Harbinger of Doom by fighting into the Cinder. Scurzio steals 1 because of Demobot, which puts him just enough to forge his first key. Scurzio also archives his Q-Mex, and the board is clear. Back to Scurzio's deck. We have the Antony for some clutch Ember control if absolutely necessary. The Subject Kirby along with Double Lay of the Land. In Logos, this is an Ultra Gravitron deck. We also have the Q-Mex along with some other bots, an Opposition Research, and Entropic Swirl, which is such a beautiful card. In Dis, we have the, I think I already mentioned the Triple Mindfire along with the Infernus. Just about every single card in Dis, I think that's like half of the Dis house is all enhanced. And as we just saw, some of those enhancements are absolutely insane. Some of those cards have like 4 enhancements on them. Double Doom, and of course the Dark Ember Vault. And it looks like there are quite a few mutants to go along with that, Dav. I see at least like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 7 mutants. Alright, so Scurzio dropped down a decent Starlines board, and then Danielle countered with a Master of the Theory to archive 3 cards, it looks like, because he didn't have any creatures in play. And then we have the Eddie to archive a 4th card and put Scurzio's Ember or key cost at 10. Guys, this is the top 2 players right here. You will not want to miss this. Be sure to stay tuned to watch how this game pans out. Scurzio plays a Sensor Chief Garcia to put keys costing +2. Reaps out with the rest of his board. Everything gets stunned because of the Orb of Invidious. And then drops the Antony to capture 5 Ember to end things off. How will Danielle counter? Danielle goes Logos. Plays the Cutthroat Research and actually gets the steal off of it. That does not happen very often. Gets the steal 2 off of Scurzio. And with keys costing 12 for Scurzio, because of... Why do keys cost 12 for him? Reaps with the Eddy. Plays the daughter, wards the daughter. Uses Wild Wormhole into the Kingafant. Good thing the Wild Wormhole was the last thing played. Otherwise, the Kingafant would have killed Eddy with the Reap. I guess Eddy was warded, but it still wouldn't have been optimal. Scurzio goes Star Alliance again. Plays Lay of the Land. I mean, why wouldn't you go Star Alliance when you have 5 Star Alliance creatures down on board? Also, the tools that these players will not be getting back. Oh, hold on a minute. Scurzio plays Subject Kirby, who's powered up by the Dark Ember Vault, plays a Mutagenesis Researcher. He now has 7 Star Alliance creatures on the board in addition to the Quixo the Adventurer from the Subject Kirby. Pops Eddy's ward because of Quixo's damage icon. And then uses Antony to fight Eddy. Exhausts his other creatures to remove the stuns. So the Eddy is gone. Scurzio's keys are back to costing only 6. Reaps with the Sensor Chief. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, Reaps with the Sensor Chief. And Kingafant destroys the Sensor Chief as a result. These are our top 2 players. Both of them have a 4-0 streak for today. So far, Scurzio has a really solid lead with 1 key, 8 Ember. His keys cost 8. So far, Daniel cannot catch a break. Cannot get to his first key because of Scurzio's Ember Control. And by Ember Control, I mean the Sensor Chief Garcia and Antony. Danielle, however, has 7 cards in hand, in addition to 4 cards in the archives. Who knows what might be in those archives that will just change the tide of the game instantly. There are 4 spectators watching this game in TCO. In addition to you guys on stream watching, be sure to stick around to see how it all pans out. Danielle chooses Untamed and moves all the cards from the archives into the hand. With 11 cards in hand, what sort of amazing Untamed turn is going to happen here? The Kingafant on board. How might the Kingafant factor into this turn? Plays Unnatural Selection, a clutch Unnatural Selection. This is huge. I'm guessing the creatures that he'll keep alive is maybe Secure Droid, Crewman Yorg. Never mind, I was way off. Kept the Antony alive. I was expecting the Antony to die, but instead Antony is kept alive along with both the Mutagenesis Researchers. Uses Kingafant to fight the Mutagenesis Researcher. Interesting. So now Danielle is up to 9 Ember. Plays... I'm dying. This match is just too good. Plays the Ghost Hawk to Reap with the daughter. And another Ghost Hawk. Wasted, unfortunately. Into the Unsuspecting Prey to hit 2 damage onto the other Mutagenesis Researcher. And then another Unnatural Selection just for the Ember. They are playing fast. They're doing a good job here. So that was a very bursty turn. played the Mimicry to copy the Mindfire, and then the Mindfire discarded an Essence Scale. What a clutch Mindfire! Look at what just happened. Mimicry into Mindfire to discard the Essence Scale at random. The Essence Scale had 3 bonus icons: the Ember, the Damage, and the Draw. So Danielle stole 3 Ember off of that Mimicry play, putting them at 16. What a crushing loss for Scurzio, who could have forged on his next turn, but now is down to 5. Then he plays down a ton of other creatures. He plays down the Molfin, the Bramble Lynx, and the Flaxia for another 2 Ember. So Danielle bursted out of nowhere to 17 Ember. Scurzio calls Logos with the archives, plays Xenobot, plays Ultra Gravitron, Even Ivan, Q-Mex, and Quixo the Adventurer. So now, Scurzio has 5 cards in the archives, vomited out a huge Logos card, or huge Logos board. Danielle forges their first key, and they're still at 12 Ember for their next. They have 2 keys worth of Ember right now. It all comes down to how Scurzio might be able to counter this. It depends on what is in the archives that Ultra Gravitron put there. Danielle goes Dis, plays Key to Dis, plays 2 E on the fringes. So here comes even more steel. Scurzio is off to a great start, but now he is on the defensive. Discards the Lesser Oxtet for 2 Dis Purges and 2 Steals. He purges the Lesser Oxtet, and then discards Misery Exploit to purge the Misery Exploit. It looks like there aren't many cards in the discard piles right now, or there aren't many discards in the discard piles right now. So the E's aren't quite getting their full potential, because only 2 Ember have been stolen and 2 cards have been discarded. As opposed to 2 cards getting discarded, 4 cards purged, and 4 Ember stolen. Discards Hysteria to purge Hysteria and steal an Ember. Yeah, the early Dav is key. The early Dav was lucky for sure. However, Danielle is still at 15 Ember. Or, no, Danielle got up to 15 Ember. Stole 3 off of Scurzio. Things were looking promising for Scurzio until that insane Untamed turn happened. Now he's stuck at 2 Ember and 1 key, whereas Danielle has 15 Ember going into his second key. And has a really fantastic setup right now. The double E on the fringes is going to be an absolute pain to deal with. The Molfin dealing damage whenever Ember is stolen. And the Key to Dis to destroy the board whenever he wants. Scurzio calls Starlines and picks up the archives that Ultra Gravitron made. Plays Survey, discards the Titan Engineer. Plays Subject Kirby, who's powered up by Dark Ember Vault. Plays another Lay of the Land, so now he has an option to play a non-Starlines creature. Plays Mutagenesis Researcher, who's also powered up by Dev. Plays Secure Droid. It's very cool to see a Dav deck make it this far into the tournament. Secure Droid had an Ember bonus as well, so that puts him up to 5 Ember. But we need to see the Ember control. That Antony came out just a little bit too early, because he ended up playing the Antony to capture only 5 or 6 Ember. I think 6 Ember, which took Danielle off check. However, right after that, or a couple turns after that, that's when the burst happened. So had Antony came out a little bit later, Scurzio might still have a fighting chance to take him off check right now. Use a subject Kirby's ability to play a ridiculous Maleficorn who has 4 enhancements, a capture, double damage, and a draw. That double damage he can use to take out both the E on the fringes. Yep, they're both gone. And then he captures onto Ultra Gravitron. Plays Crewman Yorg, who also has a capture bonus icon. And the damage icon. And then he reaps out with the rest. Danielle forges at 6, putting them at 2 keys, and now 9 Ember after that. They called Untamed, and it looks like they're just going to reap out. And then plays Unnatural Selection, a clutch second Unnatural Selection, to just wipe all but 3 of Scurzio's creatures. Scurzio may get to forge his second key, but I don't think it'll be enough unless he has perhaps another Antony or something. Let's check. What does Scurzio have that he might be able to use? I'm not seeing much. It looks kind of hopeless. He does get to forge his second key, putting him at 2 keys, 1 Ember. And yeah, that was an incredible Mindfire. The Steel 3 Mindfire was insane. Scurzio goes this. What might they have in this? There's the Mindfire. He's relying on the Mindfire. He got 2 steals off of the Mindfire. 1 steal per Mindfire. Plays the Essence Scale, which has 3 enhancements. Pops Daughter's Ward. Plays the Hystricog, which also has 4 enhancements. Captures 1. He's drawing also because of the Dark Ember Vaults. Dark Minion. Plays Implosion. Kills the Dark Minion and the Molphin. Plays the Cinder. And an Infernus. Oh! The Infernus! Are there enough bonus icons in Danielle's deck to bring him off check with Infernus? There is not. Purges Unnatural Selection and Master the Theory. It's only a loss of 2. There it is. Danielle 90RM is the victor. A 5-0 sweep for day 2. That was an incredible game. Some huge swings that Antony plays. It all came down to Danielle 90's huge Untamed Burst turn. That was incredible to see. Put them up to such a high amount of Ember. Scurzio just could not recover. It was still an incredible match by Scurzio. Still ended with 6 Ember going into his 3rd key. But it wasn't enough. Danielle just moved too fast. And with that, day 2 comes to an end, putting Danielle. There's no way that they don't move on to day 3, because I'm sure they probably won at least 1 game yesterday, but there it was. What an incredible game to spectate. Some very high-level gameplay from both players. Incredible enhancements, incredible usage of their cards and creatures. Congratulations to Danielle. Great games by both of you. And there we have it. Danielle coming through to apologize for their frustration in the like before the match started. So good on them for that. Yeah, and there we have it. Yolker giving some helpful reminders, but there we have it. That is the end of day 2. I ended up losing all my games besides the bye that I got for round 5. Very sad. It only counts as like half a point in my book. So yeah, there we have it. those were an incredible 2 days of Keyforge. Good games to all the players that I was up against, and also good games to everybody else that I didn't play against, that just played through the tournament, qualified for day 3, didn't qualify for day 3. It was awesome to be part of this tournament. I'm glad I got to participate. Huge thanks to Yolker for putting the tournament on. It was a lot of fun. It's awesome that you do these for us and keeping the Keyforge community alive with these tournaments, and it's awesome. So thank you for putting it on, genuinely. But yeah, I unfortunately, I would totally live stream the final games for day 3 if I didn't have the IRL Keyforge tournament that I will be participating in next Saturday. But I mean, maybe that tournament will get canceled and I'll be able to stream the finals. I would love to stream the finals, honestly. I mean, I really enjoy spectating games and getting to commentate over them, but I don't know if it'll happen on Saturday or not. So we'll see. Stay tuned. It probably won't happen, but we will just have to wait and see. So yeah, good games to everybody. Everybody made a good showing, I believe, except for myself today. I did awful today, but I still had lots of fun. I always love to play some good Keyforge. So yeah. But yeah, I think we will call it there today, folks. Thank you all again for tuning in. It was awesome to have you in here. Awesome to have you participating in the chat. And also thank you guys for bearing with the fact that my computer battery is so awful. I will do everything I can to get that replaced as soon as possible so we don't have to break up streams like we did today. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you all again in the next one. See you later.